course in session. I want to say a few things tonight. I want to say it from the bottom of my heart. I've sat here for 18 months, tried my level best to work with the Grant County Jailer in resolving the management differences that exist between the administration, the fiscal court, and the jailer. Unfortunately, I regret to inform the court I've been very unsuccessful. I've failed. Each time this court questions something at the detention center, we are met with resistance, attempts to intimidate through lawsuits, personal attacks, name-calling, and mudslinging on Facebook by jail staff who regularly sit in the courtroom in uniform and record meetings for personal use to make a mockery of the process. I can take it. It hurts, dude. It really hurts. It hurts like the dickens. But my hide is tough, and I knew there would be some tough days when I ran for this job. What I cannot abide by and will not tolerate anymore is continued abuse of authority, such as adjusting jail population on a whim, which creates significant financial problems for this county. Amazingly, the last time we questioned jail population being low, Master Newman quizzed the jailer directly after Mr. Newman had spoken personally with the corrections officials. Almost without a delay, we saw a significant increase in jail population. When the jailer brought forth his budget, an estimated population increase beyond any number we've ever seen since he took office. And when the court balked, he was offended. The jailer repeatedly has accused this court of not providing adequate staffing, when in fact, the jailer has most often been below the number of the people the court set forth. And when questioned, his explanation was that he couldn't find good people. In the press, he references a report issued at his brother's request in which the Department of Corrections said in a perfect situation, jail would have 48 staff, including office personnel and a maintenance person. Well, let me tell you, unless anyone has trouble understanding, this is not a perfect world. And no agency of government, including the Department of Correction, operates in a perfect situation. What the jailer has repeatedly failed to report is that a subsequent letter by the DOC officials advised him the state mandate for staffing in the facility of the size of 3 people alert and ready on duty at all times, not including communication staff. The same report was discounted by the jailer right here in this very courtroom when it suggested that he implement a command staff contained in the report, which would have provided him with the chief deputy and 2 captains. Now, the latest missile that's been imparted to this court is within a week of our passing a budget. He announced he was cutting the whole grader at $700,000. Our budget's going to be affected because he's going to release 69 state inmates in the name of safety. Just today, an article appeared in print in which the jail refused comment on a Department of Justice investigation to our health care at the detention center, as his brother, identified in quotes as the jailer's PR person, said they were not familiar with the report, but any deficiencies were the result of lack of funding for the jail. That is simply not true. This court spent more on health, mental health, and pharmaceuticals than any administration in history. As Magistrates Riley and Goldar have repeatedly raised a question about pharmaceutical costs, the jail administration sat silent. It was only when Ms. Riley undertook an independent analysis of the situation that was learned no one from the detention center had ever contacted the pharmacy to negotiate price on our question of the situation. They had in fact not returned an entire plastic tub of unused pharmaceuticals for which Grant County taxpayers had paid the bill. Ironically, the jail submitted a budget for this fiscal year, which actually would have reduced funding for mental health services, and the court restored the funding. My friends, I'm sorry. I've tried being nice, tried being harsh, not being harsh, and even tried at times to ignore the differences, just go along for the sake of getting along. But frankly, I'm tired. I'm really tired. To use an old phrase, I'm sick of tired of being sick and tired of the whole detention center saga, and I believe the taxpayers are as well. This county has suffered enough, and today I will be making a recommendation that makes my stomach turn. I have a financial responsibility to this county. I will not shrink from that duty, regardless of the names I am called political pot shots that are taken, lawsuits that are filed, or YouTube insults that are being posted as we speak. As a candidate for this office, I promise the government focused on the next generation, not on the next election. Looking back, I think there are times I may have forgotten that promise, got a little caught up in being politically correct. That ends tonight. I was elected to serve the people of the county, and exactly what I intend to do. The political correctness of it be damned. I want to thank my colleagues in the court for indulging me, and ask the manager if you have any comments before I direct the clerk to report the resolution I prepared for this meeting. You can speak now. Special meeting.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure he's doing
Agenda
everything.
can only be what was issued in the press.
Judge, the only thing I can say is regrettably that numbers speak for themselves. And I know that we fought this battle but we cannot delay holding up taxpayers' dollars and, it's just, well, numbers speak for itself. It's just, numbers are here.
I guess, Judge, what I'm most disappointed in is I see a facility that has a capability of 350 inmates. And I know the facility has potential to at least break even and pay the interest and the principal that's on the building. And we've been sitting here for 20 years now. And it seems like we're still in the place that we were 20 years ago. And it's just really disappointing, because I thought that, we had a chance. We tried to give the benefit with renovating and making it a better place. And it's no reflection on the people, but we cannot keep trying to make a budget and then turn around after a week that it's made and readjust it by $790,000. Our budget is so tight now, it's just hard enough to come up with the monies that we got. We understand it's probably gonna be a burden, the route that or the avenue that we're taking for a little while. Hopefully we can bear that. The other thing that will come with that is more of a fixed income that you can truly budget something on that's not fluctuating, that it could blow you out of water within 2 or 3 weeks after you've already made the budget. It's not fair to the people of this county. It's not fair to other departments of this county. And, hopefully, and I've prayed about it often, this is the best route to go.
Well, that might be a safe, let Michael next to you.
I'll keep my comments brief and short, because I think on behalf of the taxpayers of this county, this has been a long time coming. We've kicked this can down the road for a significant period of time, including 18 months when this county had the first Republican Party in office, thinking that there would be some changes. And for me, this decision is purely financial on behalf of the taxpayers. You could run the scenarios of keeping this detention center open with housing only county inmates. You could run the scenario on housing inmates elsewhere and paying a daily per diem and utilizing employees to do transportations. For me, working there, close to 5 years and having more of an intimate knowledge for the jail setting compared to my peers, it was an easier picture once you put pen to paper